Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 10/12/8, so we are in a day of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, one deals with ogun energy. This is getting from the catchers, the gut that controls the mind, and everything starts with that thought, that intellect, that knowledge, that spark. Every time I do my mathematics, here comes this particular B. What's up with it? You want to know today's math? Peace. All right, let's do it. So you're going to take that. You see my man's over here? You're going to take that knowledge and you're going to utilize it. You're going to applicate it. And you're going to applicate it into wisdom. But he in my bubble, though. This is making me nervous. You're going to applicate that wisdom. You're going to applicate that knowledge that brings you wisdom. So you get the... you're applying it, you're seeing what happens when you apply it, what the effects are, and it brings you to a realm of understanding, because now you know, okay, when I do this here, that happens. When I do that happens. And so with the level of understanding that you have, it it dictates how you move. You know what I'm saying? These are the new boundaries and discipline and order that you now have based upon your understanding. That is why 3, Binah, understanding, is ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules that root chakra that gives you the boundaries, order, and discipline that you need for survival, and the resource, how you obtain and maintain those resources to implement and express and put it out there, your knowledge and wisdom. So we're on our understanding. We're going to take our understanding and we're going to put it into the month of the knowledge. We're in the month of knowledge in our cipher, right? We're in that Libra air energy. We're dealing with the swords. This is all intellect in our space. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the eagle is back too. It's fun here. Okay. So we're gonna take that understanding, put it to our space of knowledge, and it's gonna bring us foundation. Foundation in all things. This deals with culture. 4 deals with culture too. 4 deals with home and family, as Cancer rules over the 4th house. Is the maternal energy, and we all come from that maternal womb. We all come from home and family. We all come from a mothership, right? We all got here on a mothership. So that is the foundation of all things. When we come to that level of understanding, we start to implement things in our space. We start to you create a cornerstone in our space, and we start to build upon it based upon more experiences and energy exchanges we have with our understanding and how we are implementing it, expressing it, whatever. So then we're going to take that knowledge and wisdom that brought us to understanding and how we put it into the ketters, and now we're building a foundation with it, and you're creating it and building with it. Now we're going to put it into this year of 8, this year of conception. You know what I'm saying? We want to show that this year of conception, okay, this is how we utilize our knowledge and wisdom and putting it into our space of knowledge, putting it into the ketters. This is how we got the foundation with it. So now we want to conceive with this. We like how we were doing with this. This is a good time here. So that brings us back to knowledge and wisdom and understanding once we put it into that space of conception. So during this month of knowledge in our cipher, you'll notice that what we put into the year of 8, we'll conceive in the year of 8 is going to give back to us to show us. It's mirroring our energy. It's mirroring how we built up our day. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to give it back to us. So y'all be very mindful of how you guys are building up your day. Be very mindful of how you're building up your knowledge and wisdom, because you're going to get that back. We're in this energy of Libra. These are the Oba scales. This is the scales of my yacht. We are in the season of the Raven, and it's just learning how to deal. Be present, be grounded, and deal. Instead of going up into the whirlwind of your mind, because sometimes that whirlwind can take you to this overly people pleasing energy, because you're dealing in these hypotheticals, and I want peace, and I want this, I want that. So you're always preventing things that probably would have never happened if you were just grounded and present. Or you can go into that super dark shadow side. I think of the lion with the sour grapes. You know what I'm saying? And with the grapes anyway, probably fucking sour. And then you just start having this sour mentality about everything. So going that way as well. So overall, today is a day of understanding, especially on this beautiful Saturn day. Is a day of understanding. Focus on your Saturn placement, the different challenges you've experienced, learn how to transmute how you stand under those challenges you have experienced, instead of the society and corporate world wants you to call them traumas and be traumatized and be small and weak and all these things. And that's because they want to feed you up with a bunch of pills and overdoing it with the therapy sessions and stuff, because that's how they're making their money right now. It's a mental war that we're in right now. And it's a battle on your mental health and how strong you feel in your mental health. And if I make you feel weak all the time, you'll always be giving me money to feel better, right? And whatever your vice is, that's what you're going to put your money and energy towards to make yourself feel better. And I'm going to keep telling you that it's not good enough. So on this day of Saturn and Saturn understandings, come to a sense of understanding about that and uproot some shit. It's okay to uproot some stuff that's sitting in your root chakra, that's sitting in that Saturn. And if you need to clip some of the things and then put it back in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe that flower that plant just got to get all the way uprooted. That one just ain't no good. It's invasive and it's choking on my other plants that I really would much rather have. You know what I'm saying? Those are different conversations you have to have with yourself. So let's talk about what's astronomically happening on the Saturn day, this day of Babalu. Babalu walks around with the Oba scales, making sure your heart is light as a feather. You know what I'm saying? If one would get that devoured from an alligator, I know I blend a whole bunch of mindsets together, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm the goddess of the crossroads. Get with it. Catch up. So we start the day off with a 66% waxing gibbous moon. We're in this mood of building tangible things in our space, so you'll find yourself starting to actually create and implement things in space, especially if as you bring that knowledge and wisdom, that understanding into the knowledge month, and start to embark on that forward. Moon rising at 4 p.m. So we're going to have a daytime moon setting at 12:48 a.m. The moon will be in the 5th house today. The 5th house is the house of Tipareth, that heart chakra energy, that confidence and that courageousness of that Leo energy. We are tropically in Aquarius, so our thought process is on detachment and social awareness and social justice, being revolutionary. Sidereally, constellation wise, we're in Capricorn, so we're going to be having some Saturn events today to our intuition, to our maternal energy, to our home and family, to our spiritual selves. And then Draconic, our soul is also having a Capricorn experience. So as you have these energy exchanges today that challenge, things that you would like to implement in your root chakra, move in gratitude because it's affecting your soul's experience in this space too. It's a good time to maybe uproot some things in your Akashic records, uproot some things that you've been holding on into your aura, so that you can have the things that you actually want to have. Sunrise at 7:07 a.m. and setting at 6:23 p.m. The comet Suchishan Atlas C 2023 A3 at 9:16 a.m. this morning was the smallest distance to the Earth, which we call perigee in the astronomical realm. PM visibility begins. The Delta Argos reached their max activity today. They move at 2 an hour, so today is a good day for grounding because we got a lot of meteor showers going on, even though they're not as concentrated as some of the other ones that we have coming. But right now it's still a good time to go outside and ground yourself. I know the solar flares is popping right now. All that fun stuff. Venus enters the 3rd house today, so just to remind you, Venus is in Scorpio, so we have our oshun, our heart chakra energy sitting in that Oya energy. Transformations happening to the space of business and wealth, transformations, different currency flows happening to what you value, what you prioritize, sense of forgiveness, the different facets of love. A lot of empowerment happening here too, and it's happening in the 3rd house, which is that Obeji twins, the Gemini twin house, where we're dealing with being versatile and adaptable. So some of the things that you've held in your heart chakra that you've really been wanting and you ain't been trying to move on, you might have to learn to be a little bit more versatile and adaptable and flexible, and allow your community and the community that you attract based upon where your heart is at in this moment reflect what it is that you're supposed to be flexible and adaptable to. I know we like to have a plan and we like to go with the plan, but you're always moving and growing and flowing. You are water. You're not a rock. Rocks don't move. Rocks don't flow. Rocks don't grow. They're there. You know what I'm saying? We can say crystal growth and stuff like that. Okay, you could play with the words. I heard somebody say crystal growth. I heard you. Okay, I get it. But you get what I'm saying too. Your majority aura, which is air. Then you have water, which is this little body in the midst of your big ass air. Then you have earth, which is even smaller in this water sack. And then you have fire in the middle. So you're all the elements. You have the ethers as well. But you're mostly water. You're mostly water on this physical plane. So move like water, be adaptable, be flexible. You know what I'm saying? Let your community help guide you, flow with the currency. And then some of y'all gotta flow away from the currency. That's cool too. But just pay attention and be open to transformations and allow those transformations to bring you empowerment instead of making you feel bad because you didn't get to fulfill things that you had planned. Anybody watching you trying to say, oh, I knew you wasn't gonna do this, fuck them. And when I speak to y'all, I speak to me too. Fuck them. Go ahead and be flexible, be adaptable. Anybody that's relying on you to do shit for them to be able to do shit, that's on them. They need to learn how to stand on their own too. And that's what I got for you today. I love you so much, Cosmic Nobodies. Peace, peace.